Hi everybody, Rob Anderson here. This is my 21-day habit system that I'm using for my weight loss and regain my life plan. This is day 18, and yeah, I promised to do you a lot more videos, and they're not necessarily forthcoming. It's all good, but I wanted to just come along and quickly tell you where I'm at and what I've been doing and all of that. Firstly, I have been very busy with client sites, so the only definite that I've not slipped up on is my original system, which is setting myself a 21-day habit, which has been to do 30 minutes of fast heart rate exercise every day. I've been doing that. Some days have been an absolute nightmare. It felt like I've exercised for damn hours. And others sailed by no problem. So I guess, you know, the good and bad days. I've also found out that I'm not so good at exercising late in the day. 8, 9 o'clock in the morning works the best for me. Unfortunately, depending on when appointments were and schedules and things for client websites, that has jumped around a lot. So it's not doing my 21-day habit much good. But I'm so determined to make this all work that, you know, it's something I'm not stopping. And as you've seen, I just said 18 days without slipping up. I'm quite pleased with myself. Okay, I've also in between researched a ton of stuff. I've got hundreds of articles, a load of tips. I've been looking into lap banding, surgery, and all sorts of things, ultrasound machines, and all of which over time, and not necessarily this week, next week, over the next few months, I will be building in and adding things from people, specialists in doing interviews, fitness trainers, guys who can do six-pack abs, and sometimes gross photos of failed plastic surgery or whatever the case is. I plan to cover it all. I've got years to write on the site, so I expect it also won't take me a month to lose the 60 kilograms that I'm targeting anyway, and a bunch of flabby skin I'm going to acquire. So it's a matter of me being the guinea pig, and everybody can benefit from it. One thing I'd like to point out, just quickly interrupt myself here, if you guys have got a story and you'd like to say it, I'd really be grateful. Or send it to me as an email, and let me know if I can publish it. Send pictures if you want. Comment on the Facebook page, do whatever it is, but get involved. It's only by doing that you'll be able to point out that, you know, whether I'm talking absolute rubbish with weak research, or if you just have another opinion, which of course I'm welcome to hear. Enjoy it, in fact. Anyway, I've also built my marketing machine. Now, I guess you guys don't care too much about that, but it's what I do. I do internet marketing. So there's 2 self-hosted domains, websites that are up. There's a blogger blog, there's a specialist YouTube site, a Facebook business page, and a few other things that will all, over time, is once the content is building up and going along, will add to our go from a visitor a day to 5 to 10 to, you know, hopefully 1,000 or 2,000 a day in a few months' time, and that's what I do. Okay, enough talking rubbish. So here's really what it's about. In the last 18 days, I started at 129.9. Once or twice I got pretty close to that. Let me just have a quick squiz. I got to 129.3 once, in fact, after the 7th day. I also found out my weight fluctuates hectically from morning to midday, evening, and completely naked. I'm sure you wanted to know that, but obviously, you know, winter, I'm wearing clothes and boots sometimes, and in a hurry, so I just weigh myself as I am and bail on the day. So some days I've only got 1 measurement, and other days I've got 4. The lowest was 124.4, which was on the 11th day or so, but in fact, it was a good day. Even my evening weight was down at 125.7 at that day. So perhaps I've misbehaved. Remember this, so far I'm still on the 21 days of exercising alone. I'm not dieting yet. I need to do one of the habits at a time. Like I said somewhere, and have said, and if not saying it now, if I launch myself to too many evil things, dieting and exercising at once, I know that it's going to be too hard for me. So I'm creating it with a habit system. So in doing so, I'm making myself the guinea pig. And if one of my 21-day habits is a bad habit, let's say like cutting out meat, T-bones, and it turns out I shouldn't have done that, I'm hoping you guys out there will tell me that, and the feedback will mean that I can add back my T-bones, fat and all, in my 5th month, or whatever the case is. Just kidding. But the thing is, reality is that I'm probably about 2 to 2.5 kilograms down right now. Obviously, it would depend on how hard I want to crook it, by not eating and to weigh myself. But I don't need to do that. It's just the consistent exercising. And look, I have been watching what I eat. Not totally. I've been eating fatty meats occasionally. It's what I love. But yeah, in between, I've been eating a lot of fruit and vegetables. I've cut down my portions of meal, my meal portions a bit. So when I kick in, and if it's not the next 21 days, the third one from the start, to a real diet, a complete low-carb diet, or whatever I plan to start, that'll be cool. But by then, I kind of would have got used to a smaller portion and won't complain when I just get a piece of fish and a cucumber slice. It's not likely to, freak me out completely. Okay, as you've probably been reading, I've lost 1.5 inches out of my belt size. Okay, I couldn't resist putting it down my butt. But yeah, my belt is not tight anymore, which is great. So I suspect, a couple of weeks' time and I'm off to get new clothes. I've also been feeling fitter, but so far most of my exercise have been in my legs. I've been on this elliptical machine. Anyway, it's like a bicycle thing. It's pretty much my legs. I've recently, today in fact, bought weights, just 2 kilogram weights, just so that I can start to do more aerobic workouts. I'm trying to get my hands on some of the kind of the Billy Banks, Zuma, whatever those ab workout things, so that I can see how good that makes me feel. Done a bit of Wii, which is great fun, but it's playing and it's fun. And yeah, at times I've exercised and stood there on shaky kneecaps for 10 minutes before I could walk. But at the same time, I've become impressed, that there was, I haven't really exercised for probably going on 20 years. And if that's the case, other than when I was doing furniture, I was lifting and working and building with it, yeah, but not physical, repeated, proper exercise. Sporadically, every now and again, I'll go for a walk or whatever, but repeated daily exercise, 20 years. So I'm impressed that it took me about 5 or 6 days before I could do a full half an hour of exercising without stopping. And that wasn't too bad. And now I'm at the point where I'm increasing the hardness, the difficulty, so that it's more of a strain, and I'm doing harder, faster sections, and that way to kind of give it more use, or just to make it kind of more tiring. That was it. I just wanted to do this quick video, 18th day one. I'm going to try to do a few in between on tips, dieting tips and things, so they won't always be about my achievements. Occasionally I will review a product. I am trying to find a couple of great local meaning local South African, and in fact local Johannesburg so far, or Sandton, specialists in Pilates and other things. But again, they will come out of the woodwork almost on their own if I haven't dug them out, and I will feature them, and it'll give anybody who wants to find those specific things an outlet to go there. If not, you can either exercise along with me, be inspired, or just have a good grin. Either way, I'm not too worried, and I appreciate you've watched this video. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.